Hi, welcome to the vlog. Sorry, this is probably the fourth attempt at this vlog. It's been a nightmare. Not because of the subject, but just generally things keep happening. Anyway, enough of that. Good welcome. Now I'm flustered. Calm. Hi, welcome to the vlog.
It's alright. It's Caravan Vlog.
This is quality caravan vlogging. Don't mess with the waste pipe of wisdom. People like it. People seem to like the waste pipe of wisdom. I think what I might do, in fairness, with this is because you all know this is collapse, right? You know it's a collapse. So what I might do is I might change it to a more generic kind of waste pipe. Because, well, I was going to say I'm giving collapse free advertising on every, and I'm not endorsed or sponsored by them. I go on about sponsorship too much, don't I? But what I'm thinking is, I think someone else mentioned it, I could do waste pipe of wisdom t-shirts and mugs and stuff. But if I can't, I don't think I can do it with the collapse sign all over it. They'll be all over me like a rash. Wouldn't they? No, but it wouldn't. But it's not worth risking. So the waste pipe of wisdom might change. Like Doctor Who does. You see like I don't know. I can't remember the actor's name, but it was a man doctor. Then it morphed into a female doctor. I think that's going to happen with the waste pipe of wisdom. I think his time's up, and it will be replaced by a more generic waste pipe. This vlog, firstly, we do have some news about the caravan, which is great. More on that in a little while. Yes, that's right. I'm one of those vloggers that keeps you watching, keeps you in suspense. Well, if I told you that, you wouldn't watch the rest of the vlog, would you? Would you? Maybe you would. Anyway, I'm not telling you just yet. What I am going to talk about is Caravan Insurance. Now, we bought a new Swift, as you may know. As part of that, the dealer told us we could get 50% off insurance if we insured through Swift Shore, I think they're called. Swift Shore, yes. Right. Just to set some context here, I generally have a loathing for insurance companies. One, I think they're expensive, and secondly, I'm not 100% sure any of them will, without a fight, pay out on anything. Right, so there, I've set my stall out. So I wouldn't say they're criminals. I wouldn't go that far. Of course I wouldn't go that far. They do serve a purpose. What was that? Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, so just before I carry on, this vlog is sponsored by Acme Caravan Insurance. Of course it isn't. So 50% insurance discount if you insure through Swift Insure. Great, I thought. So the other day I went on to the website. Now the dealer sent me the VIN of the caravan, so I just assumed you needed it. So I went on to get a quote. I didn't need it. However, as soon as I went on the link, the website, my heart sunk. Why did it sink? Because it's not Swift Shore, it's Caravan Guard Insurance. Now, I've got nothing against Caravan Guard Insurance. I have insured with them before, never had to make a claim, so I don't know if you're insured with them. Fantastic, good for you. May your relationship be a fruitful one. But I've always found them expensive. Now, I've insured with them before. I thought it was expensive, but I'd heard a lot about Caravan Guard. They're everywhere on social media and stuff like that. They're at all the shows. They're a high profile company. Fantastic. The following year, I got a renewal and it was quite a bit more expensive. So I went on the website, saw it was Caravan Guard. You know what, I'll go through it anyway. I could save 150 quid here. It's not to be sniffed at. So I went through the process of getting a quote online. I've got notes here. So when you go online, they ask you quite a few questions about, and I'll put like the little bits what the website says. Ask you, for example, if you've got ATC, apparently you get a discount if you have. You get an alarm, axle wheel locks. Now I'll just spend a bit of time talking about these because axle wheel locks, what they mean is things like the Alco wheel lock. You've probably seen a few vlogs from me, maybe if you haven't, watch them, and where I absolutely moaned about axle wheel locks, the Alco wheel locks, because on a twin axle I had two of them, and you've got to line up two kind of bolts on each wheel, and it's impossible. You need to jack the Caravan up, or you need something like lock and level or EMP leveling. But every time you go, it's just, and I absolutely stopped using them and moved to Nemesis Ultra. So ask questions about those. Again, it gives you examples of locks that they will accept. Nemesis, they don't consider that a wheel lock, they consider it a wheel clamp. Because this got me confused quite a bit, but it does say Caravan storage. It asks you about storage details, so mine's at home and stuff like that. So never had an issue with that being at home for insurance purposes. It's like, equipment value, so things like your awning and stuff like that. Whether you use a hitch lock, again I'll put some stuff up there for it. Other forensics, I can't remember what that was, but it seemed a bit excessive. Personal possessions, interesting one this. I've never really thought about it before. I just assumed it included things like laptops, where it doesn't. It's a maximum of £300 a claim, and it's things like clothes and toiletries. Whether you've got reversing aids, TPMS, the tyre pressure management system. I don't know why that would decrease insurance. Tracking, that's a good one. Tracking. So fast forward a bit here. I went through all these questions, and the quote was declined. Caravan International Vlogger having insurance declined? Are you joking? It was declined. Put it there. There wasn't a reason. It just said, give us a ring. So immediately alarm bells are ringing again. Me thinking I'm not going to get 50% discount because it's Caravan Guard, I'm now thinking they need to ring. I need to ring them, so there's some issue with something. Now I filled it out as honestly as I could. I told them what locks I was using. It seemed to fit what they were asking for. It let me continue with the quote, and then said I can't have a quote. Anyway, but just sticking with this for a minute. It asks about tyre safety, VIN and chip, wheel clamp and wheel locks, which I mentioned already. So all of these things, beside most of them, they have a percentage discount, right? And I reckon that if you've had all of them, you'd get 50% discount anyway. Really, this is what I think. So I was thinking, if their quote comes out at something like 300 quid, then that's a 50% discount already, because I'm using everything they've asked me to use, but it's declined the quote. So I rang them. So the reason it got declined was, one, because of the locks I'm using, and secondly, because I store it at home. So asking them again what they actually, so cutting through all the crap of me trying to get them to explain what they want. Basically what they're saying is, I either have to fit Alco wheel locks, or get some kind of gate or a post or something on the drive, which I'm not prepared to do. I'm not putting a post in. What post do they want? They wasn't clear on that. So the alternative was to get Alco wheel locks. Now, in fairness to them, they only wanted one, although I'd need to have another lock as well, which I've already got. So the problem I've got with that is the Alco wheel locks are about 240 quid to buy. So I'd have to spend £240 to save £150, and it's only saving on the first year. And to buy locks I absolutely do not want to use. So the conversation was politely ended, and I went to get a quote from the people I was last insured with, covers for caravans. Right, I've never had to make a claim through them, so I don't know what they're like dealing with claims, but their prices were okay, but they weren't over fussy with locks. That was my key reason for going with them. So I went online to do a quote from them, got the quote. It was £350, right? But I'll explain a bit more now. So £350. Now, when I tried it once with the tracker and once without the tracker, and without the tracker it would save me about 30 quid. So tracker is £95. I don't know if that's for a year, but that's to activate it. So I know before with the Bailey I had it on there and it was a few £100 to do for 4 or 5 years. So there's no way I'd be able to claw back the savings. So the tracker, I think we maybe discussed this before, but for me the tracker is for the insurance company's benefits, not yours. Because if it gets stolen and I don't know, people sleep in it, they trash it, as has happened with people, then they go, oh, we've tracked your caravan to this site somewhere where people have been living in it for 3 months and absolutely trashed it. Oh great. So they bring it back, they spend money on it. If it's below the value of the caravan, they'll spend money to do it up, but you still have the thing where somebody's been sleeping in it, right, which we don't particularly want. I think caravans for cover is for me. They weren't overly fussy about the locks. They didn't need Alco wheel locks. But they did need 2 wheel locks on, so I'm going to have to buy another Nemesis, which is £108. So instead of £240, I've got to spend £108, and I'll get the locks I want. I don't need to mess about with those bloody Alco wheel locks. Now, okay on a single, but not on a double. Right, so onto the caravan. So I had a call from the dealer earlier in the week to tell me that the caravan was actually there, which is fantastic. It's been built, it's at the dealers. They now need to do a PDI inspection. What else is it? Fit the motor movers, fit the aircon, and yeah, basically get it ready for collection. Now here's the thing with this lockdown and collections. Now some dealers are not open. Some dealers are, as this one, they're a family dealer. They are an official Swift dealer and they are open for maintenance and warranty work. But you're not allowed to go in to look at caravans. So the public aren't allowed on site basically. However, so what they're going to do, they do a video handover. So basically they tell me how everything works and they send me the video. I look at it, make sure I'm happy with it. Then I can go and collect it. Now this, you can do this. I've read quite a bit about it. I don't really want comments about legalities of it because it is a bit grey and everyone keeps saying it's not essential travel, but you can go to pick up a new car. Now there's a couple of reasons why. You can order something and go and collect it. I could order something from Wix, a bit of wood, and go and collect it. Now that wood isn't essential if I want to make a shelf, but I can go and do it. So the same thing with shopping and with cars. As another thing, secondly, because I've purchased something, I've entered into a contract, and contract requires that I do collect something I've bought. Okay, so with those 2 things, I'm reasonably happy that I could go and collect it at some point. Now they do the COVID secure handovers. You don't get shown around the caravan because obviously they do it in a video. So basically it's just go up there, you hook it up, pay and drive it off. So it's simple as that. So it's no different to going to. Now one of the biggest talking points is this use of the word local. It's always said local like this, you be local. So for instance, I could click and collect from my local Tesco's. I could go to my local Ford dealer to get it. Now a car. Now I am going to my local Swift dealer. It's not actually in the town, but it's about half an hour away from where I live. But it is my local one, so I think I'm in my rights to go and collect it. Yes, I know it's not essential, but there are provisions for doing click and collect and collecting things that you are contractually agreed to purchase. There you go. I really don't want any comments about it. I don't want people to say, well, you know, if anyone does that comment, I'm going to delete it. I personally think we can do it. The dealer is open, the dealer is selling caravans, and the dealer is offering a COVID-free collection. Now, you could argue that half an hour away isn't local, but it is my local Swift dealer. That's why I'm buying it from there, because it is local. There you go. Do it at you trolls. Anyway, that's the end of this vlog. Thanks for tuning in. What am I? I'm a lunatic. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe. See you in the next one, and I'll give you updates on how we get on with the caravan. 100%. Cheers.
It's alright. It's Caravan Vlog. It's Caravan Vlog.
quality caravan vlogging.